Hello my dear friends, welcome to the quickest, the sharpest, the easiest, simple subject. Welcome to mathematics. Students, we have started a new lesson. Name of the lesson is parallel lines and transversal. In our previous video, we revised the naming conventions of lines, angles, and we discovered or we recalled various angles or vertically opposite angles or various angles when two lines intersect each other. In this video we are going to see what is meant by transversal and how angles are created on parallel lines because of transversal. So students, first of all try to understand what is meant by transversal. Transversal is nothing but a line. Transversal is nothing but a line. Transversal simply is a line. But what type of line? Suppose there are two lines. Any two lines. Consider this is one line. Name of the line is AB. There is one more line. Name of the line is CD. So these two are simple lines, and transversal means a line which will intersect these two lines. This line, suppose this line PQ. So transversal is a line which intersects two lines. Okay. What we learned in our previous standard, just vertically opposite lines, vertically opposite angles where two lines were intersecting at each other. But in the case of transversal, transversal is one line which intersects two lines. Clear? At two different points. Suppose this is point X and this is point Y. Okay. So transversal is a line which intersect two lines at two different points. Now consider one more case. Suppose there are two lines. These two are lines and there is one third line. This third line is intersecting these two lines, isn't it? This third line is intersecting these two lines. Yeah, but is it intersecting at two different points? No. So this line is not a transversal. But consider one more line. This line. Is it intersecting these two lines at two different points? Definitely yes. So this line is a transversal. So simply try to understand, transversal is a line which intersects two lines at two different points. Clear? Now let us see the impacts. Let us see the effects of transversal. What transversal is doing, or what happened when transversal is drawn on two lines. We know students that transversal is a line, so it has two directions, this and this. So let us consider that this is upper direction, this is lower direction. Clear? So transversal has two directions, upper and lower, and a line partitions a plane into two parts. So this transversal will partition this plane into this right side as well as into this left side. Clear? So transversal has two directions and transversal divides a plane into two parts. Now what will happen after this transversal is drawn, or what happened over here? See students, here four angles are created, isn't it? Because this part we have revised in last lesson. So here four angles are created. Similarly here are also four angles are created. So because of transversal, totally 8 angles are created. Clear? Today we are just going to see which angles are there. Now consider this angle. So what will be the name of this angle? It can be AXP or PXA. Consider this angle. What is the name of this angle? It can be CYX or CYP. Clear students? So we can give any such names. Now in this lesson what we have to do? Just write the name of the 8 angles which has been created by the transversal. So let's write. Suppose this angle. What is the name of this angle? AXP. Angle AXP. Now what I am expecting, students, we just have to write on which side of the transversal this angle is. So this angle, on which side it is, left or right? So here we have to write side on the transversal. Okay, so this angle AXP is on left side. Clear, students? Similarly, this angle AXQ, we can name this angle as AXY also or AXQ also. Let's keep the end points of the transversal. It will be easier for us to refer it in future. So angle AXQ, this is also on the left side of the transversal. Clear, students? So these two angles we have discussed. Now what about this angle BXP? On which side of the transversal it is, left or right? Definitely right. So third angle is angle BXP, which is on the right side of the transversal. Fourth angle BXQ, which is angle BXQ means this angle. On which side of the transversal it is? It is also on the right side of the transversal. Clear? So we have covered 4 angles over here. Similarly, we have to write these 4 angles also. So let's write their names. Here we have to write direction. Fifth angle CYP, angle CYP. On which side of the transversal it is? It's on the left side. See angle CYP. This is the transversal. It had partitioned the plane into 2 sides. One is left side, one is right side. CYP is on the left side of the transversal. I am talking about left side of the transversal. Don't think about sides of these 2 lines. We have to just consider the sides which are created by transversal, partitions, side of the partitions which is created by transversal. Clear? So CYP is on the left side of the transversal. Next is CYQ. This is also on the left side of the transversal. CYQ means this angle. Now next angle is this angle. What will be the name of this angle? DYP. Angle DYP. On which side it is? Definitely it's on the right side of the transversal. And transversal is which line? This line. This line is transversal. A transversal is a line which intersects 2 lines at 2 different points. So DYP is this angle, and finally DYQ. Angle DYQ. It's on the right side of the transversal. So students, we have written here the side of the transversal on which this angle lies. Clear? Now we have to write the direction on the transversal. What do I mean by direction on the transversal? Consider angle AXP. Which is angle AXP? This is angle AXP. We have to consider only the direction of the transversal. Here, look at this angle only, AXP. Right, students? This is AXP. This arm is part of transversal. This is transversal. So PX, arm PX is the part of transversal. AX, is it part of transversal? No. Clear? So we have to see the direction on the transversal. What is the direction on the transversal of this angle AXP? Is it going towards upward or downward? So definitely it is going towards upward. So direction on the transversal is up. Get it, students? Now let us see angle AXQ. AXQ means this angle AXQ. Here we have to write the direction on the transversal. This is the angle AXQ. Q. Which arm is part of transversal? XQ or AX? Definitely XQ. And what is the direction of XQ? Upper or lower? Lower. So direction is down. Up, down. Clear? Now BXP. BXP. Look at the transversal. Which is the transversal? Transversal is PQ. BXP has two arms. One is XP and another one is XB. Which arm is part of transversal? XP. And what is the direction of XP? Up or down? Definitely up. So here direction is up. Now BXQ. BXQ. XQ is the arm which is the part of the transversal and direction of this arm is down. Got it, students? So I am expecting you should write such kind of figures and there identify transversal, write on which side, write their 8 angles, write the sides of the transversal on which these angles are lying and direction on the transversal of those particular angles. Let us see one more. Now CYP. CYP. CYP means this angle. Which arm is part of transversal, CY or YP? Definitely YP. And what is the direction of YP? Up. So CYP is on upper direction. So similarly CYQ is on down direction. DYP. DYP. YP going towards upward. DYQ. YQ is the arm of this angle DYQ. See the angle based on the name DYQ. Which arm is the part of transversal? DY or YQ? YQ. Because PQ is transversal, right? And what is the direction of YQ? Down. So direction is down. Clear, students? So based on this I am giving you 2 figures. You just write identify the transversal, write various angles, PQ, RS, transversal is AB, it is intersecting at point CD. Okay, first, second figure is, now look at the second figure. Here I am giving you clue for writing the answers. X, Y, Z, W. XY is one line, ZW is another line, and PQ is the transversal which is intersecting at point OT. PQ is the transversal which is intersecting at points O and T. How do I identify this is the transversal and these two are not? Because this line is intersecting 2 lines. This line XY is intersecting only one line. This line ZW is also intersecting only one line. But line PQ is intersecting 2 lines, XY and ZW. So PQ is transversal. Clear, students? So transversal is a line which intersects 2 lines at 2 different points. Now if PQ is the transversal, in which sides it had divided the plane? So definitely PQ have divided the plane in up and down sides. Clear? And what are the directions where PQ is going? PQ is going towards left here and PQ is going towards right here. So similarly you just write 8 angles created by PQ on XY and ZW, their sides on the transversal and directions on the transversal. And students, please, everyone submit. So please complete this homework and submit me tomorrow. Thank you, students.